Hello, 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 everybody. I am Clarissa Myers, better known as Recie by many of my friends.
And I'm her husband, Roland, and we're happy to be here with you this evening.
Yes, every day, Monday through Friday, Roland and I come and share just something that can pick you up, something that you can use in your personal life, something that you can use in your business. Because guess what? There's greatness in all of us. And to be able to find that greatness, we have to explore, right? Study great people.
And we're recording live from Richmond, Virginia.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Thank you for joining. And if you're catching the replay, to be sure to tell us where you're tuning in from. And so this, we've been studying a lot of different people. Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, a number of different people that they do specifically that brings out the greatness in them. And we can then mirror some of that so that we can bring the greatness out in us. And hopefully along the way, we're hoping to inspire, encourage, empower others to do the same in their journey. And so today we were looking at how is it that people command respect without, how are people respected? What is it that they do to be able to be respected immediately? And so there are about 9 different tips that we found. We're not going to share all of them today, but we're going to share maybe 4. And we were listening to a podcast by Evan Carmichael. And he interviewed, he didn't really interview, but he got little snippets from a number of different people.
Celebrities.
Prominent people, and some were celebrities. Some of them I didn't know.
And many of them you may know.
Mm-hmm. And the first one was by a gentleman named Sinek. And he said that for people to respect you, you need to save or be the last person to speak, especially if you're in an organization or something and you have a problem that you're trying to figure out. Hold your opinions last.
Okay. Write your ideas down, and don't feel you have to share them with 50 million people.
Right.
Okay. And Nelson, he gave the example of Nelson Mandela, one of the universally known, respected people. Mm-hmm. And the question was, well, how did you become so respected? Coming to find out, he used to follow his father around to meetings and everything. And his father was the last one to speak, always.
That's right. He said something about his father. This is Nelson Mandela's. His father was a tribal leader. And one of the things that he would do, you said, is to travel around, go with him to the tribal meetings. And what did he say? They sat in a circle.
Yeah, and this does 2 things for you. You hold your opinion to yourself, and he also says it gives everybody else a chance to feel that they have been expressed. They express their feelings. Mm-hmm. And it gives you the benefit to hear what everybody else has to say, so you can, form your own opinion.
Right. In fact, he said something about as everyone is sharing their ideas and their opinions about whatever the topic is, it gives you, like you said, gives the person an opportunity to think things through, and without formulating their own opinion right at that moment, they can ask questions to, why do you think the way you think? And you can really see their point of view.
Get this cat. Come on.
Sorry.
You interrupted everything.
Okay. So that was the first thing. Be the last person to speak. Hold your opinions to yourself until the very end. Okay?
It also gives you an idea to formulate your own ideas, and that way it has more of an impact.
Yes. And he shared a little clip from was Will Smith. I think everybody knows Will Smith. I knew him. Mm-hmm. And Will says that one of the things, laugh at himself. Sometimes we take life so seriously that, we have to learn to laugh at ourselves. And he shared he shared a time when he visited his father, who was suffering from cancer. Do you remember some of the details about that one?
We just said he formed a habit of laughing at everything, at everything.
Not just himself.
Yeah, just not himself. He had a long story about his illness. And I know when Will Smith would come to see him, his father would always say, with curse words, those treatments ain't doing him any good and all this kind of stuff. So he kind of made a joke out of it.
Yeah, I think he said something. He said, "Oh, this is so embarrassing." Okay, Will Smith's dad was given only 6 weeks to live. Okay, and into the 3rd month, which is way past the 6 weeks, and he's still hanging on, still doing okay. And he said, "This is so embarrassing." So Will wanted to know, what is so embarrassing about this? He said, "I've already told all my friends, told everybody that I only have 6 weeks to live, and here I am going into the 3rd month." So he just had to laugh at himself. So even though that could be looked at as a serious time, because nobody wants to lose anyone, but it's healthy. He says it's an elixir. Laughter is an elixir, like a.
So you mix it in a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't drink, so we don't quite get that part. But anyway.
All right. Did you want to do number 3?
Yeah. Let your actions speak louder than your words. We need to transition from I to A. Transition from the idea of something, and I'm guilty of this, to A, which is the action. Okay. Write the idea down, and he says, shut up about it. Okay. Spend a majority of your day working on that action part of the idea. Okay. Don't let the words guide. Let your actions guide you.
Yeah.
That's what he's
This action speaks louder than words. The person who said that was Eric Thomas. Yes, he says, get away from the I and get into action.
Yeah, because I found a lot of times, people will laugh and scoff at your idea, and they won't take you seriously. But when you start doing something about it and they see results, a change comes. Well,
that's right.
Which leads us to our next thing, number 4.
Yes, and we're only going to share 4 today. I keep getting out of this shot, sorry. The 4th one was a tip given by a gentleman named Vinod Khosla. Vinod Khosla. And he says to say what you mean and don't be sugarcoating stuff. Give your honest, constructive, even if it's brutally blunt, opinion about something.
But he also says you don't have to be offensive to be honest. Okay, and if people are really introspective about themselves, okay, they wouldn't take it as offensive.
Right.
Okay, your honest report, and people respect honesty.
Someone who asked his opinion about whatever project they were working on, and he was very blunt. He was, I don't know if he was really offensive, but when he told them that, people tend to shy away from giving their true, honest opinion, because that could be very constructive in helping someone to improve something or go back and work on something. He said it was a year later. They valued what he said. They came back and asked if he would work directly with them, and so because he was honest, but the person didn't take it immediately.
Right. So say what you mean and mean what you say.
That's right.
And stick to it. Stick to your story. It'll carry dividends later on, because people may not see the light right away.
They'll have time to mull it over.
And kind of marinate on the brain, and so from there.
Right. So those are just 4 of their, I think there are like 9 different little tips that can help anyone who wants to have more respect. And I'll share that one tomorrow, because there are a few more. So great leaders.
Okay.
Okay.
And you want to give a review, 1 through 4?
Oh, should I? Oh, yes. Because number
Be
one,
last to
be
speak.
the last to speak. Hold your opinions for last. 2 was be able to laugh at yourself. 3, transition from I to an A. I meaning ideas. Transition from just always giving ideas,
Actions.
but turn it into action. Say what you mean,
Okay.
and don't be afraid to give your honest, constructive criticism.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So the several people joined us, and we did get to acknowledge you. We thank you so much for stopping in. And this, hi Andrew, we can wave to you. Barbara, hi Barbara, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
And Clifford, thank you for watching. Oops, sorry. And let's see, I think a couple more, 3 more. All right. Hi Teresa, Sheldon, okay, and Angelique, and Laverne. Thank you. Hi Ellen, glad that you can join us today too. So we thank you for Carriana.
Hey Carrie.
Glad that you can join us today. So we were just giving some little tips that we have learned that you can do to earn more respect. And so tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be back again to share another tip or 2. And just before we sign off, in the description, there is a link to being able to do Facebook Lives. Okay? And you can feel free to download it and use it to help you. And be sure to tune in again tomorrow. If you're catching the replay, type #replay. And we will see you tomorrow. Roland, did you want to say anything else before we sign off?
Well, I was just looking at, it says, say what you mean and mean what you say. You don't have to be offensive to be honest. And it just brought me back. I was looking on YouTube about the Columbia shuttle accident. There was a hole in the wing. As you know, those astronauts died. I think it was 7 of them. Well, then the scientists, one of them that worked on the shuttle, went to the board and told them what was going to happen. He was very adamant about it. And they refused to believe him, and they took chances. And as a result, the spacecraft was destroyed, and 7 people were killed. But even though he was honest and, downright offensive, okay, he still he had a nervous breakdown because of what happened, because people didn't listen to him. So it's important to be true to yourself and to be honest about a situation, because in the end, you have to live with it.
That's right.
Yep.
That's a good, important point. Thank you for sharing that.
And we'll see you all tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See how this came on. Sorry. Catch the replay. Thank you. Thank you, Roger. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now.